And by the magic of TV, you can see that I've now finished the background. So let's have a quick look at what this looks like now when it's turned up to full opacity, 100%, and the photograph is removed. So to do that, once again, let's just hide that. We go to the layers palette, we click in that point between the circle and the background to select all the artwork on that layer, the artwork layer. We go over to the transparency palette and we drag the slider up to 100%. Now we turn the eye off on the layers palette there, and now we can see that we've got our background in. And this is instructive because we've got all of the background cut out, but it hasn't been too neat and tidy, if you like. It's been scrubbed over with the eraser, so we've left some bits and pieces. This is the kind of effect that you would get if you were working with a lino tool and if you were following a German expressionist printmaker, an artist like Kirschner. So the next bit is to go back, select all the artwork, reduce the opacity down around about 15% or so, turn the photograph on again, so we're looking down through the artwork at the photograph, press Z, zoom in, draw a box, now press Shift E, make sure that all the artwork is selected. Remember, you have to select it first, okay, and then let's make our eraser tool much smaller. We're going to work it right the way down. Let's just try about 9 pixels or something like that, maybe. That'll do for a start, and we can start cutting away. And I would say here, less is more, which is a phrase pioneered by an architect called Mies van der Rohe, Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, and it really does mean what it says. The less you do, the better it's going to be. So don't overcut, because it's a bit like not leaving gaps between words. It becomes difficult to read it and to understand it. We want to leave out bits that we don't want to cut away. And for example, this whole area of the nose in shadow, it would be good to leave that essentially uncut. So we've got a dark area there. Let's just do that and make sure that we leave some edges between the nose and between the cheek. And so when we come to cut the nose, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to make it much smaller again, about 8 there, and just cut some bits out here that go down the side there, but not cutting the vast majority of it. We want to cut for emphasis across the cheeks, so we've got that there, and also across the eyelids and the little bits in round by the eyes with the whites of the eyes. When we get to this bit out here, I'm going to make it much smaller there, and we're just going to have some lines that go across there and fade it out. So that's quite a lot of painful, careful cutting, and the same with the hair. We've got to cut in all those bits in there, but not too much, and we'll see what that looks like when we get to the next video.